The coronavirus is still lurking around. So are many other viruses such as Mpox. Now, on top of that comes the news of the discovery of a new deadly virus in China that affects the brain. But that's not all. An ongoing dispute over China's opaque policies and practices refuses to die down as the infamous Wuhan lab finds itself at the center of another controversy. Jayant Das has more.
Even as countries struggle to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, comes the news of another potentially dangerous virus called Wetland. It's been detected in China, the same country that first reported cases of the coronavirus in December 2019. The Wetland virus is transmitted through ticks. The New England Journal of Medicine reported that 17 Chinese patients contracted the virus. The virus can have a potentially damaging effect on the brain. It can cause hemorrhagic fever and ultimately lead to death. The first recorded case of the Wetland virus was reported in 2019, around the same time as the coronavirus. A 61-year-old man who was bitten by ticks contracted the virus in the Inner Mongolia region of China. The symptoms of the virus include fever, headache, dizziness, muscle pain, fatigue, back pain, arthritis, swollen lymph nodes, and neurological issues. While these seem fairly mild symptoms, some cases may be far worse. A patient who contracted the virus is reported to have fallen into a coma because of high white blood cell count in the brain and the spinal fluid. Even as the world debates whether the coronavirus was leaked, accidentally or otherwise, from a laboratory in Wuhan, a recent study has cast a fresh doubt over the same laboratory. A paper published by the Paris-based Pasteur Institute suggests that the polio strain that infected a 4-year-old Chinese boy in China in 2014 is 99% identical to a polio variant that was stored more than 300 kilometers away at the infamous Wuhan Institute of Virology. While the study cannot confirm the origin of the polio virus, it says that the possible leak of the polio strain from the laboratory must be explored. Polio has also been reported recently from Gaza and Nepal. Similar virus outbreaks have been reported elsewhere. Mpox has struck Africa, Sweden, Pakistan and the Philippines. A new COVID-19 subvariant called XEC is affecting Europe. All of which makes one wonder, are virus-borne diseases making a comeback? Is the world looking at another pandemic? And can pandemics be predicted? Professor Jonathan Grad of Harvard University does not rule out the possibility. A paper published by Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health cites experts as saying that another pandemic is inevitable. While it's difficult to predict pandemics, efforts are on to work on an AI model that can hopefully warn ahead of time in the event of the next outbreak. US researchers are developing an AI-based early warning system that will examine social media posts to help predict future pandemics. The model works on scanning tweets on X and training the algorithm to help to detect early signs of a future pandemic. While publishing a global framework earlier this September to help member states comprehensively investigate the origins of new and re-emerging pathogens, WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus urged China to share all information it has on the origins of COVID-19. Is Beijing listening? Jayant Das's report for DD India.